Welcome back. Landscape painting in China has always been understood as not only an intimate depiction of nature, but also a means for conveying profound emotion. As such, there's a great deal of symbolism involved. Mountains signify long life and water happiness, for example. But though landscape painting may be a traditional art, there's always room for a certain amount of innovation and modernization.
Yushan Hill in the city of Changshu in Jiangsu province is a very special place for landscape painter Ye Wei. 17 years ago, at the age of 50, the artist returned to Changshu, his birthplace, and climbed to the top of Yushan. What he saw completely changed the course of his career.
过去我回家乡都是在平地上面看。50岁那年夏天到了长寿，到了山上，前面一派宽阔的江南风光，那真是大开眼界。它这个里边是湖昏交叉，还有呢这个田啊，刚巧是夏天这个稻田碧绿的，整个敞开里边，当时个风格一人一人啊都是非常好看。 整个既丰富而有气魄宏伟，如此壮阔、如此宽阔的画面，我从来没看过。所以我呢，从那个时候起，我确立画大江南的长足格局。
Subsequently, Ye Wei has painted a series of masterpieces including Land of Fish and Rice and Spring Breeze Turns the Southern Bank of the Yangtze Green. The paintings depict the beauty of the land through such familiar yet classic scenery as white-walled houses with black tile roofs, crisscrossing rivers, small villages with stone bridges, fishing boats and layered paddy fields. Elegance and space are perfectly combined under his brush, and he adds a sense of freshness to the charm of the land. Critics say his paintings go beyond the traditional, uniform depiction of the landscape's elegance and add a sense of masculinity and modernity. Thus, he raises the treatment of the area along the Yangtze in traditional Chinese paintings to a higher level.
在中国人的心目中，江南是一个美好的代名词。江南气候适宜，四季分明，五彩丰富。我说，我可以把江南的山水画得很阳刚。 不像那种一般画小桥流水那种阴柔的因为我过去看了很多中国画，都是比较旧部的，画这个小船呐、这个帆船、渔民啊、捕鱼啊。当然我这个可以画是很壮阔的一个江南。人家说千里江山图，我说我可以江南万里图。
Ye Wei was fond of painting as a child. In 1956, he began studying art at Nanjing Normal University. There, his tutors included such famous artists as Fu Baoshi, Chen Zhifo, and Lu Si. But his professional career failed to take off since he found himself torn between Chinese and Western styles. His breakthrough didn't come until he made his fateful trip to the top of Yushan Hill. But even then, as a painter in his 50s, such a major shift in his creative style was very hard to achieve.
压力很大，我是民族山有虎，偏向虎山行。我说他们成绩，我都学嘛，我能到哪一步就哪一步，所以我这个不断的，反正我说人家我走我的路。 我能反倒我的东西，我怎么样？但是我也是寻找什么切入点，我一直在寻找，但后来终于给我找到了个家乡。我一画到家乡，我特别感动，特别激动，而且是特别有话头，特别要想说出来。
Ye Wei's new artistic journey started with him seeking inspirations in one of the most difficult techniques in traditional Chinese painting, perspective drawing. One of the major challenges in painting the scenery along the Yangtze is that the region is flat, there are no mountains, so achieving an effect of gradation is difficult. Yewei's solution was to aim at a harmonious and inventive layout of houses, villages, boats, low hills, paddle fields, and bridges. He made free use of thick horizontal inclines to add a sense of strength and masculinity to the rustic, poetic, and elegant scenery.
为什么画红线呢？我是讲，红线是开阔、辽阔、雄劲，我并张扬或者扩展。中国画的用线实际上非常重要的。我以前的话，实际上我用线很弱，我画出来的话，人家看了以后好像是，像幅画，但是好像气势不够，没得个骨力。
One of Yewei's most celebrated paintings is 100 Bridges and 1,000 Sails. It depicts several bridges scattered among traditional villages and wooden dwellings. The scene is typical of a river town on the Yangtze. Although many objects are contained in the painting, there's no sense of crowding because the arrangement is so harmonious. Yewei, in creating the painting, wanted to offer a holistic view of one of the traditional river towns.
我画江南的山水画，实际上我画了很多画，但是我想，能不能画一幅把江南的所有的集中起来的一幅画，把江南的桥、船、房屋、山水能画出来。我想尽量的给自己出个难题，所以我呢画了大量的书写，我跑了很多。我实际上很多房子都是不是一个地方集中的，都是跑了很多小镇、很多农村，最后一点点收集了，最后集中在常州。因此呢，我尽量的找好的摆进来，还要呢搭配整个这个景啊、园啊、树啊、梅啊种起来，还有桥，有3孔桥，有单孔桥，还有7、8孔的桥。因此呢，这个画面就生动了。一口气画了3天，后来到第4天把它画出来，等到在展览会一展出，吸引了很多观众。
Yewei is now living in the city of Nanjing, but he spends most of his time sketching in the small river towns and villages on the lower reaches of the Yangtze. The constant change and rapid development in the area are a source of endless inspiration. His works are a perfect integration of such modern symbols as highways and great bridges into a tranquil and rustic view of the countryside.
我说艺术，你就是要找到你自己的方位，自己的这个一个点。过去哪个讲这个语不惊人死不休，我经常写了，我说话不惊人死不休。